And if you're new here, welcome. So today we will be making some nice sugar cookies. Definitely want to stick around because we are taking these sugar cookies and we're making them fun. Because sugar cookies should be fun because they bring back a lot of like childhood memories for me, and I just really want to take these sugar cookies to a whole new level. And if you want to see that, definitely stick around because we're gonna like get into like how we're gonna take these sugar cookies and just make them like really outrageous and make them awesome. So you definitely want to stick around for that. So and definitely welcome to Beaumont's Kitchen, and let's get started with our sugar cookies, and we're just gonna make these things amazing. Okay, in our stand mixer we have 2/3 of a cup of butter, softened, roughly room temperature, so it's soft, and we're just gonna cream that up, cream the butter up. Hey, don't get any crazy ideas, we're just creaming butter, so let's cream the butter up. Okay, so we're gonna add three-quarter cup of sugar and cream that up. Whip, 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 cream, cream, cream. Scrape the sides of the bowl. Important part. Cream, cream, cream. Teaspoon of vanilla. Egg. 1 egg. 1/4 teaspoon of salt. Teaspoon of baking powder. All right, now mix. Oh man. What did the one mixer say to the other mixer? Let's mix it up. Bad joke. Oh yes. Add flour. So it turns into like a dough, a dough, a dough, a dough, a dough, a dough. She's working hard now, so I'm gonna show you what we're doing with this dough after. Dough. So a little story. So when I was growing up, what we do is like sugar cookies was like a family event. What we do we'd all sit around the table, like I grew up in a family with 2 brothers, and we'd all like get around the table and we decorate the sugar cookies with that kind of stuff, right? Which is and they'd be all like different colors, and you'd be icing the sugar cookies and put them in there, and it'd be pretty awesome. So that's a little show and tell story for you about. So on a lightly floured surface, get our dough out here. Now they do recommend you let it sit for a bit, like cool it down, let it sit. I am not going to do that, so we're just going to get started with our sugar cookies and start cutting them up. Get a little bit of flour. This is the rolling pin. Flour on that guy. Just gonna roll sugar cookies out. Fairly thin. I'll show you the kind of the thickness we want. All right, so we got rolled out sugar cookies. Oh, that's why you should let the dough sit. but I'm just, it's wild. I don't like to follow rules at all. Start cutting out our. So we got Santa Claus. I know it's a funny looking Santa Claus, but it's actually Santa Claus. All right, so got a couple Santa Claus out here. It's funny, these little the little cutters you get. They're kind of funny. That barely looks like a Santa Claus. Come on. Couple round ones. All right. Couple round ones. Couple. Okay, that looks like a snowman. Kind of, I guess. Pretty good. It's funny because these little cutout things, they're kind of funny, you know, like I guess you can buy like better ones, but these are like the cheap ones. I probably got them at the dollar store. That's funny. That's funny. All right. So we got that. Some stars. Mm-hmm. All right. Nothing too exciting. We're just taking our cutout cookies, putting them on a sheet. And what you definitely want to do, what I'm finding is you want it like evenly roll up the dough so it's roughly the same thickness. That's important. And another story time for you. So like when I grew up, it was like every Christmas, my mom would always make the cookies with like, you know, the traditional butter icing, which they're always so awesome. Like I just totally remember that growing up. Thought I'd share that. And they're such awesome cookies, and I'm just want to take these cookies and just, I don't know, do some different icings and do some different stuff with them, because it's always fun. Because I always find for some reason I always find the Canadian butter icing or American butter icing like way too sweet and rich. Well, of course it's rich with butter, but yeah, but I definitely noticed the cream cheese icing is a little less, because they have the cream cheese and the icing, it seems to like cut it a little bit, so it's a little bit, I guess, more fat, because you know you have a certain amount of fat in there as well with the cheese. But yeah, it seems to balance flavor somehow wise. And also the buttercream, the Italian meringue buttercream is just with butter and well, you're making a meringue and you're just adding butter to it, right? So it's pretty much yeah, and it's just more of a softer sort of feel, like when you're eating the meringue or cookie. So definitely try that out. So yeah, we'll try that out and test it out, because I'm really curious to see how they turn out. They roughly look like so, and just toss them in the oven, 375 for about 8 to 10 minutes. So they'll start to go golden brown around the edges. If you have different thickness and sizes, which I kind of do, some of them will cook a little faster than others, but it seems like these ones are fairly consistent with size. Maybe that one's a little thinner than the others, but if that does happen, you'll notice a couple of them will cook a little faster, and you can take them off and finish cooking the other ones, so that's not a problem. Yeah, so there's our lovely sugar cookies, the most amazing sugar cookies. They're, yeah, some of them little golden around the edges, that's what you're looking for. Yeah, and yeah, these ones are a little more crispy than I'd like, but yeah, that's fine. No big deal. Yeah, because some of them are a little thinner, so they cook a little faster, but no big deal. And yeah, so there's our sugar cookies, and then we're gonna put some icing on them. So our cream cheese icings. So to start with our cream cheese, so you need 4 ounces or cream cheese, the good stuff. 1/4 cup of butter. Of course, this is all at room temperature, so really important to remember that. All room temperature stuff. Cream this up now. I know all this cream, it's crazy, hey? All the creaming. It's all creamied up. Scrape the sides. Good thing to do. Scrape sides. Toss a little bit of vanilla. Vanilla? The good stuff? Yeah. Okay. That was a little much, but I like vanilla, so yeah. Take a teaspoon or so. And then we're going to mix it up. So what I have here is, a half a cup of cocoa and that was 2.5 cups of icing sugar or confection sugar. Okay, so that's 2.5 cups of confection sugar, icing sugar, and half a cup of cocoa powder. We're gonna slowly mix this all in. Careful. Slowly mix it in. Or you have powder everywhere. Oh! This is some really awesome icing. Like, I made it with their some, what are they called? Some cupcakes a while ago. Probably see it if you go on Facebook. You can see my picture of the cupcakes I made. This was the icing. Just mix, mix, mix. You want to slowly mix it up or you have powder sugar like a poof of cloud. So you want to make sure you slowly mix it. I can smell this icing. Oh, yummy. Yummy icing. Make sure it's fluffy and creamy. Quick little. This would be good for our sugar cookies. Out of this world, really. Yes, what you're looking for. You want to roughly like these, like so. So you want it like that, so kind of creamy and nice looking, and then we can start decorating cookies. So we're starting to decorate our sugar cookies. Pretty fun, you know, just some little bit of icing or a lot of icing, however you want to do it. I want to be a little creative. I want to make them all kind of uniform a little bit, but you know, they're sugar cookies, so they don't have to be like perfect, but a little bit pretty is good, you know. And this is a lovely star, and I'll do something a little more fancy for the Italian Meringue buttercream, because I'm gonna use a little bit of food coloring just to play with them. So we're gonna do half the cookies with this style, and the other half a different way into that, and our sugar cookies. Such a fun thing to do. It always brings back memories for me, so I really enjoy making sugar cookies. This is kind of a different style because of the cream cheese icing. Very cool. Yeah, so our cookies are complete, and we'll do a taste test. Yeah, so there's our cookie. I guess that's a snowman. So we'll give them a try. Give the cookie a try. And in the next cookies I'll be doing is waiting for my eggs to become room temperature, and then I can start separating the eggs and start making the Italian meringue buttercream. So that's pretty cool. I can't wait to make that. That's always a fun one. Cool. So let's taste our cookie. The icing isn't a little bit sweet, but it's not like overly powerful sweet, and you get the nice cream cheese. Mm, that's why I said sugar cookies on a whole new level. So definitely give them a try this holiday season. And thanks for watching, and we'll come back and I'll show you how to do the Italian meringue buttercream. So for the meringue buttercream, you just make a meringue, an Italian meringue, which is just the little box, just the little suggestion just up there, just click that, and make the recipe for the Italian meringue exactly the way it is, and then all you're doing is adding the butter and whipping it more. So for the Italian meringue buttercream, so you just do an Italian meringue, and you get to that point of the Italian meringue, you get to the stage where it's starting to cool down. Toss it in the fridge for about 10 minutes, 10 to 15 minutes, and then pull it out. It's cooled down, and that's when you add the room temperature butter. So the suggested video just up there, and yeah, enjoy. Thanks. So the meringue is cooled off. I'm going to add the butter, and we're just gonna whip this up for a while. Butter in here, like so. Butter. That was 340 grams of butter. I'm really curious to see how this will work. I'm just gonna mix this up. They told me this would happen, but hey. As you can see, it's not really curled anymore. It's something happening with this thing, which is kind of cool. Kind of scared me at first. I'm like, oh my god, it doesn't look right. But it doesn't look too bad now. I have to make it pink. Pretty exciting. Beaumont's first buttercream. Looking really good. Got to keep mixing until it's not buttery. It's still very buttery. So we'll keep it going for a while and see where it takes us. Well, so we have our meringue, Italian meringue buttercream, which is, wow, it's pretty delicious, pretty interesting. I learned a lot by doing this. This is pretty cool. Yeah, that's pretty much Italian meringue buttercream. So that's yeah, and it's surprisingly it for some reason the butter really cuts the sugar, so it's actually not very sweet, but it's like super. Well, you whip it until you can't really taste the butter, but it's this smooth kind of sweet sort of thing. It's pretty, yeah, it's pretty interesting. Yeah, we're gonna put this on our sugar cookie, but I think that's kind of a different idea. It's because usually sugar cookies are traditionally supposed to be sweet. Well, you have the sugar cookie that's sweet, but just adding a buttercream just makes it a little more crazy, I guess, or Beaumont style, which is more, yeah. Because I always like to try things that are a little less sweet, and yeah, well, just hopefully people like it, and if they don't like it, well, they'll let me know. So that's yeah. But yeah, so that's this. I always like, because part of cooking, you want to try different things, and you want to do different things, and you want to be original, and whether it works out or not, you hope it does. But yeah, I think that's pretty good, pretty good effort for, well, first buttercream, and well, they put it on cakes and different things, so that's totally cool. Yeah, I just did a taste test, and the cookies are pretty nice because you have the sweetness of the, what's the wording? The sweetness of the sugar cookie, and then you have this luxurious buttercream icing, and it just, yeah, it's like, it's quite nice actually. I think I'm onto something when I try to do a buttercream with a sugar cookie is cool. And I did add just because I found the buttercream was just like not sweet a bit, so I just added just a little bit of icing sugar just to kick it up, so it's a little bit sweeter, right? See, it has to be sweet for sugar cookies, and try that, yeah. And I'm just gonna decorate it for you, and then I'll show you what they look like after. So Italian meringue, buttercream, sugar cookies. Doesn't get any better than that. They're pretty awesome though. There we go. Hope you enjoyed the video, and don't forget to subscribe, and don't forget to like, and yeah, and don't forget to share the video, because you know, I think a lot of people will be making like a lot of holiday recipes this time of year, and yeah, definitely share the recipe. It'd be awesome. And thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video. Because I have the buttercream to use up, and I also have chocolate to use up, so I think I should make a cake. So wait for the next video. Cake time. Maybe like a Christmas cake. I don't know. But yeah, we'll make a cake.